Hi guys, it's Melanie and we have another perfect neutral eye tutorial. Are you guys sick of these yet? Anyway, today I pulled out the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. Now this also has a blush. Well, let me show you. This has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter in addition to these 6 eyeshadows here. And what I did today is definitely a very natural, almost no makeup type of eyeshadow look. Great for the office, great for when you're just running errands. Very easy to do, very quick to do. If I am not talking at the camera, like I can do this on both eyes in like a matter of like a few minutes. But great palette. I know a lot of you probably already have this in your collection. I do think that this seems to be like a permanent part of the Tarte collection at this point, because I keep seeing it. Like at first it was limited edition and then it like came back. So, and you can find it in several different locations. I will of course link everything down below, this palette where you can get it, and then also what's on the rest of my face. But I'm really happy that they decided to keep this one around permanently, because I think it's a great one to travel with. I'm actually thinking about taking this with me on vacation, so we'll have to see. I need to pack my vacation makeup next week because we are leaving next Friday. So I'm already on vacation while you're watching this, so I'm there, but I haven't quite decided what I'm taking with me yet. But I like the idea of having the blush in this because it's a great neutral everyday blush, and this is a great neutral everyday palette in my opinion. So anyway, I have the tutorial for you guys coming up next. I want to apologize about this little friend here that you're going to be staring at for most of the tutorial. I realized after I put blush over top of him that sort of accentuated it. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy the tutorial. Just ignore my friend here and let's jump into it. Let's get started with doing this over here. So first thing that I did, that I always do, is put Wet n Wild Brulee over my eyeshadow primer. That helps me blend everything else. Then, sadly these are not labeled. So I'm just gonna tell you the colors that I'm using by pointing to them in the palette, but I'm going to start out with this shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to use a blending brush and I'm going to put that in my crease. So I'm going to place it where I want it, and then work on blending it. Can you guys hear the Paw Patrol in the background? Stella's actually at camp right now, but I forgot to turn the TV off, so I think we're entertaining Mr. Kong down there. Next, I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and I'm going to go in this shade right over here. I'm going to use that to blend out my crease shade to help with the gradient. This is a pretty neutral and natural look. This is totally something that I would wear to work if I was working in like an office setting. And this is a pretty easy look to do. And when I'm not jabbing at a camera, like I can totally like do this like quickly. Okay. Next, I'm going to take a flat shader brush into our crease shade and right here, and I'm going to put that along the lower lash line for a little bit of definition. Okay, next I'm going to take actually the highlighter shade in this palette, which is this guy right here. So you can certainly use this as highlight, but you can also use it as eyeshadow. And I'm gonna just take my finger, because that's what I've been doing with my lid shades for these last few tutorials. And I'm gonna place that on the lid, and sorry, I just realized that I used my middle finger. I'm not flipping you off. Well, I am, but I don't mean to. Now I'm mostly putting that on the like inner 2/3 of my lid area. Then I'm going to take my blending brush one more time into the crease shade, and I'm going to put that crease shade on the outer third of my eye here. Man, my lashes are getting so long that they're like getting obnoxious because they're curling in like weird directions. I think I need to lay off my lash growth serum for just a little bit, which sucks because then they're gonna start falling out. But that's the one side effect of like lash growth serums I found, is that they definitely like, they work and then your lashes get really long and then they just get obnoxious. Okay, for my liner, just like I have done with all of my other looks so far, is I'm going to use a darker shade from the palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here on a small angle brush, and I'm going to use that to line my lash line. When I did this on the other eye, there was definitely some fallout, so I am prepared for that. This shade is not super crazy dark, so if you want more definition, you'll definitely have to go in with a darker shadow, maybe from another palette, or just use a regular like pencil liner. It's dark enough for me, so I'm just gonna go with it. Today is, the weather's not really that great, so I'm not too terribly worried about my makeup, because honestly, the second I step outside, like, it's monsooning, so it's probably just gonna wash all this stuff away. And that fallout is, there it is. Look like I have freckles. Okay, let's brush that away with this. All right, so at this point, I'm going to put on my mascara, come back and show you guys the finished look. So here is the finished eye look. I really like this. Great for every day. I mean, it's almost like a no makeup type of look in some ways. You can certainly amp this up by using the shade that I used on my lash line in your crease versus this lighter shade right here. But I thought it would be kind of nice to do like a very neutral, very natural, everyday type of look that would be very easy to recreate. So great palette, really like this guy. I love that you get obviously the blush, which is a gorgeous shade, and then there's the bronzer in here, which I don't really use bronzers at all ever. You also get the highlighter. I don't really use this highlighter because I find it a little bit too shimmery to actually use on my face, but it does make a really nice eyeshadow. So anyway, this palette is a hit for me. I am certainly glad that it is now, it seems to be a permanent part of the Tarte collection, at least from what I can tell. There's several different places you can find it. I will of course link it down below. So hopefully you guys found this helpful. If you have this palette in your collection, pull it out and give this look a go and let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.